the popular opinion about me in the industry is that I'm too expensive. Because obviously, before you come to me, you think about it well. Think about it well before you decide, okay, Kean is the guy we want to reach out to. Because if you reach out to Kean, you go collect if you know come correct. Like, don't bother calling. And I like it like that. But if it's like a fintech or something that I know that they are obviously trying to use people to make money, and I'll tell you this is my bill and I'll negotiate it, are you mad? I will stop replying. Like, yeah, I don't have time for this. And for a lot of content creators, this is something they need to learn. You have to have self-respect. But you will never have self-respect if you don't have a job that is feeding you already. If these monies that are coming once every 3 months is what you're using to feed, of course you will act like a slave every time there's an opportunity. You don't want to lose the bag. But if there's food at home and there's money at home and you're happy, you're not going to be slaving for money that is beneath you. You do it because you love it, for the love of it. This lady here, she has come to me sometimes with several millions and I'll say no. And she'll come and say, this brand has only 500K, and I'll say yes. Like, how do I determine? I have never made a video with a bank. But banks are constantly doing new products and things and that and that. Yeah. And you think, oh, the Nigerian content creator is the guy that they will always come to. I'll tell you a secret, they always come to me first. The only reason they go to all these other people is because I reject them. So the reason a lot of people are eating is because the food fell off my table. I pushed it off. That's the truth.
Oh God.
That is the truth.
Would you say you're proud?
I am extremely proud. I earned it. I worked hard for it.
Statistics shows that over 85% of you that are watching this channel is not subscribed. Now, at this point, I don't know how to convince you to join the tribe, but on this channel, we try to bring entrepreneurs. For now, we're focusing on traders, to educate you on what Forex trading is, basically how to make money with Forex and how to play the Forex game the right way. Subscription, or you subscribing, is the only way you help us and you tell us you enjoy what we are doing and you want us to continue. So if you're enjoying what you're watching right now, just click on the subscribe button. Use this time to click on the subscribe button. Do well to like the video. Drop a comment. If you have any request, if you have any question, always drop it in the comment section and we'll be glad to answer you and attend to you. I'm sorry I've taken your time so long, so let's get back to the video. Enjoy your video. So today I'm with the content creator in Africa, probably the biggest. I mean, you can argue with yourself. I don't lie.
You lie.
And the funny thing is, I've known him I've been watching him for a while, even before he became very big, right? So it's a pleasure sitting here with him, and I didn't think it was going to happen this year, even though I manifested my way into it, but it's happening, right? So ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming. I have his name. I want to do something. So give it up for Oladapo. Shegun.
Oh my goodness. Hi guys, what's good? So I don't know what it meant by the biggest content. Say lie, you magic power for you.
Do you know the funny thing?
I'm just a tech content
the
creator.
first time you said that, I think it was a video where you said the content creator. You didn't say content creator.
The Nigerian
tech content creator.
Yes.
You mean, I was like,
no, because I'm the only one now. That one I will admit that I am him. But Africa is a lot now.
You are him.
I'm him, yes.
In Africa?
I don't think so.
I can't think of
I don't know a lot about, although most of the big African tech content creators I know have kind of moved out of Africa. Okay. There was a lady in South Africa that I really liked and respected, I think Ace World. I read somewhere last year that she had moved to the UK, probably for greener pastures. Okay. So, but then I don't know too much about that. So I can't really say, you can't make a statement that's completely uninformed. I mean, but you see, in Nigeria, I will say it with my full chest.
Okay, so the Nigerian tech content creator.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Before we go into every other thing, let's go to background, because when I was preparing for this, I didn't see a lot. I looked.
It's by design.
It's by design, yes. Yeah. And I saw it in your last video where you, in the wedding,
the proposal.
You said it. Because someone like me, I don't read what you say, I read what you mean, something like that. So, who is Shegun? Not Kean now. We'll come to Kean later.
It's the same person, to be honest.
Okay.
It's just that one is government name, the other is...
So how was life before all of this, before internet, before everything?
Life was hardly more peaceful. I liked it more than I like this. I liked it when nobody knew who I was. Because now it's like I don't cast.
No, you never cast.
I cast like mad.
There's a lot of things we still don't know about you.
That's, again, by design. But it's more difficult now to keep your private life private.
Okay.
When nobody knew who I was, nobody cared. I could just live my life freely. But now everything I do, I have to be careful. I go somewhere and somebody's doing something really out of pocket or being really stupid. I can't react and be annoyed. I can't be irritated because somebody might pull out the camera and record it and post it.
Yeah.
Even though, like, if the person deserved it, I still can't do it because I have to be careful what I do. I can't be myself all the time. I mean, I'm not saying I'm always angry. I'm just saying sometimes some people deserve knock.
Knock, yeah.
But you cannot give them the knock.
Because,
and then even now, if you give somebody the knock, they'll say, oh, it's because you are
big.
You've arrived. You think you have money.
Congratulations on 400K.
Yes, thank you very much. On Instagram. I saw it yesterday.
Yes,
thank you.
yes,
Thank you.
yes. So, but I still want to, like, hear, how did you grow up? How was life before?
Life was pretty simple. I grew up in Ibadan.
Do you even have a parent? Do you have a sibling?
Wow.
We don't know all of those things.
That's long. Let's just assume I don't for all these things. Just assume like I fell from heaven. It will make things very easy for you because if you try to do this with me, you will not get any information out of me.
Why?
I just don't share. I just don't share.
Actually seen it. I've seen an interview
where I talked about it.
I was looking for it. I looked for it. I couldn't see it. I didn't know which platform they posted that with. But I saw an interview where you talked about the fact that you sold something on the road at some point.
Yes, I used to sell bread at some point.
Yeah, bread. I think I saw that interview, but I couldn't.
I've done a lot of things in my life. When I was in government college in Ibadan, I was a bus conductor for a while.
A bus conductor?
Yes, proper seat on the engine, collect money.
What year is that?
Don't worry about that. But it was a long time ago.
Okay.
It was a very long time ago. Let's just thank God we don't look like our past.
Now, I want to know the past before we come to the future or the present.
I've just given you hints about the past. I just told you I went to government college at some point, which is a government secondary school.
How many siblings?
I just told you. So I'm going to give you an honest answer, but you'll not believe me.
Okay.
I don't know how many siblings I have. I genuinely do not know. See, this is why I don't talk about the past, because some of it will sound like Nollywood. I don't know.
So you're from a family where you have a lot of wives?
I assume that's the case. I was never part of a family, so I don't know. Yeah. You can try to figure it out.
I'm trying to, but
so yeah.
I'm trying to. Okay, so you were never a part of a family. You just feel okay. Before, because I saw you struggle on Facebook. I call it struggle because back then I knew how you would put high quality videos.
Oh, right.
Very high quality videos.
And nobody was watching.
It. So I would normally just back then my name was De Young, not director. Okay. So I had to rebrand. So I would normally just I didn't comment because I could not relate to most of them. I could not afford most of the things you were posting. I'm just being honest. So
oh my God.
I would just and pass. I'm like, okay. So when you moved to TikTok, I met you at 4K. Yeah. And I think it was 5 days? You came to 20K.
Before you knew it, 100K.
Let me not mention him, but there was this other guy that was growing as fast as you were growing.
Yeah.
So I was just comparing the two of you at the time. Then before you know it, it was a young guy, boy, Larry Channels. So before
Larry, I love Larry so much.
Larry was growing the same time you were.
Larry's my guy. So no, the thing with Larry is he kept on losing his account because his face looked like
a kid. Yeah.
But he wasn't a kid.
I know.
Right? So because of that, anytime he goes live, they'll flag it as putting an underage person on live and then they'll delete the account. Then you start again. He has had to start over so many times. And I love his resilience because no matter how many times they took down his account, he will come, do it again, get the big numbers. Like, it was insane to watch. And I was so proud of it. I learned something from his resilience. It's probably one of the reasons why I didn't stop. Yes. I learned something from everybody.
I mean, but you were fast already and they didn't take your account at any point.
They never took my account. They tried a bunch of times. Because, sometimes you make some content. I don't gatekeep.
You piss people.
Yes. I don't gatekeep. So, for example, there was a time I made a video about how people who played CODM could get, their points for their CODM. But then there were big people in the CODM space. I used to take money from people to do that stuff. But I showed them how to do it directly without paying anyone anything. And the prices were so low. And then the big people were angry about that and they tried to take
You're taking food from their mouths.
You understand? So things like that. I make a lot of videos where few people who are making money with it will be annoyed that I made it public and now everyone can use it. It's no longer an update. It's now public knowledge. It pisses people off. That's probably why my account stopped growing for a while, because they kept on reporting it aggressively.
I think I saw the video where you complained about it.
Yeah, they kept reporting it aggressively. But that doesn't matter, because you can't catch the wind. You understand? You cannot stop me from growing.
You know one thing I like about you?
Yeah.
You're him. I mean,
but truly, you cannot hold the... How do you want to do it? You want to catch wind? So because my TikTok account is not growing, you think I still want to go viral? You're a joker now.
Coupled with the fact that you came with a content quality we didn't see at the time.
Yes, a lot of people were shooting their TikToks with their phones.
Yeah.
I came with a 6K camera.
Okay. That's a flex.
I came with a 6K camera. I came with a 6K camera, then I bought more 6K cameras. And
Did you have a team from beginning?
Oh no, it was just me. Kagantech was only me up until 2023 ending. So 2024 was like the first time we had a huge team, and now we're like 15 people. Okay. Yeah.
So back then you shoot, find the ideas,
I did everything myself.
And publish.
Yes.
From that, your space.
That old blue space that I gave to you.
Yes, you gifted someone. Okay, makes sense. So before, I mean, you came with a 6K camera. That's a big way to start.
It is.
Right?
It is.
How did you acquire all of that even before what it looks like?
I used to have a job now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, this is why I always advise content creators to have work. You cannot just come and say I'm a content creator and then be lying to us that you have money. You are lying. Yes. Just have a job, have honest work, have something that can fund. I'm sure you can relate to this. You probably have other things that you do that then bring the money together that you can now be able to fund this. At some point in the future, this is probably going to make enough sense that you don't have to do those other things anymore. But before that, you do still need a source of income. You need to be able to feed your family. You need to be able to take care of. So please have a job. It's very important.
What are you doing?
Oh, I've held a lot of jobs. There's almost no job in tech that I've not held. But I think the very last job I had before I quit and faced content creation, like squarely, was I was working for the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How was that?
So
what were you doing there?
So I was basically helping them to collect content. And when I say collect, it's a lot more complicated than it sounds, because the kind of people I was working with were very important, very busy people. I never actually spoke to Bill Gates directly himself, but like, at 10 a.m. you have a meeting with a professor in Oxford. At 2 p.m. you have another meeting with a lady whose house address is the name of a manor. She's holding a PhD in 3 things, and she's a doctor of 4 things. And she has all these letters in front of her name: MSc, PhD, BELEFR, NMPC, AMPP. Everything is behind her. I was like, what does this even mean? Right? I was talking to some people that, even me, I knew that I'll probably never get another opportunity to talk to this kind of people. But my job was, and these were much older people, by the way, they were graying, right? And we wanted to collect the knowledge that they had and share it with the younger, So things like, maybe we wanted to do like a teachable thing for NAFDAC. It would be my job to handle talking to those people, take down the footages over the internet. So I would buy a microphone, send it to them, teach them how to plug it and connect it to their laptop, test it. Because they wouldn't know how. They're older. These people just want to read book and sign this thing in Oxford University. They don't know anything about digital technology. So, I'll teach them how to use the mic, how to turn on their webcam, how to sit down and position then we'll record it, then I'll take the videos, cut it, prepare a meeting with the people at NAFDAC. We'll probably sit down for 2 hours and watch the videos, talk about it, that kind of thing. So that's kind of what I was doing. When I blew up on TikTok and I started to take off, I realized that I couldn't give TikTok my 100 and social media my 100 and still be doing that because it was taking so much of my time. So I kind of wrote a letter to resign, and they were like, okay, that's fine, you can resign, but you still have to give us a few more months, because there's nobody that can just come in and do what you're doing. You're doing a lot. So I had to basically just wait till we could get somebody else who could step in, and then I was able to completely leave that job and then focus on social media.
So how did you move from a regular Nigerian boy on the street to getting those kind of jobs? Like, how did you even get the information?
First off, it was gradual. It's freelancing, so it was gradual. I'm somebody who is very, very intent on knowledge, right? At Kagantech, and they all know this, I'm not flexing, nobody's job is as important as mine, but I'm the only one that doesn't do anything, right? The videographer is doing something, he's making a mistake, he doesn't know it, I know, so I tell him. The person on sound is making a mistake he doesn't know. I know, I tell him. The person lighting, same thing. Person doing content research. You have a content idea. I'm the one who is going to help you make it better so that it can go viral. You think you have a great idea, but then when it gets to my table, I teach you the nuances of the audience and how to make it. You understand? So I basically do everything, but I do nothing.
You do everything, but you do nothing.
I do nothing. So I let them be creative, and then I help them package that creativity and make it something better. You understand? So all those skills is what I spent the last 15 years acquiring. So I was a music producer at a point. I was a sound engineer. I was an SEO specialist, right? I was a graphic designer. I was writing code, front end and back end. I was, do you get what I'm saying? So many different things that I was doing. I was a social media manager. So I understand every aspect of all the jobs. And then when I was doing videography, I became a colorist for a long time. I was coloring short films and movies. I worked on Shawshank Redemption. Yes. So I worked in so many different things, collecting so many different...
While living in Ibadan?
No, I wasn't living in Ibadan. I was in Lagos, and then I moved to Akure.
Okay.
Right? So you can. That's the beautiful of the digital technology, right? I had an Upwork account. I think I was probably one of the highest earning Nigerians on Upwork for a while. But then when I blew up on TikTok and stuff, because people were trying to find information about me, I just deleted it. I believe I deleted my LinkedIn account in 2011. Like when I realized that, okay, I needed some privacy and protect my hair, I got rid of a lot of things online. So you probably not find anything about me except what I put there for you to find. You understand?
It's difficult to do a background research on you.
Why?
I tried.
I'm giving you the information now.
You're giving me public information. You're giving me public information.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still information. It's still information.
True. Because, I mean, you are like the, what's the word now? The real definition of what a boss is.
Right.
Yeah. Even though I'm allowing you to do it, I still can do it.
Yes, definitely.
And
I think they understand that. There was one joke that they made on the company Slack, right? My content strategist was telling me she doesn't like my bio on social media, that she wants to change it and she wants to do this and she wants to do that. She gave me an assignment to try and figure out a way to make it better. And I did, right? Okay. I did. Then I sent it to like the content team on Slack and I'm like, oh, I have the bio. This is so nice. This is so good. I was so excited about it. And then she was like, it's okay. Let's sit on it and make sure it's better. And then somebody in the team was like, Kegan, don't finally hire a person with big person. you know, hire an elder sister. You understand? So I understand that she means well.
Yeah.
Like, even if I may not agree, what she's saying is important. So I will take it under advisement. I will do what I need to do. If I'm not getting it right and she tells me, I will listen, even though I'm her boss, and I'll still try to do it again until we get it right and everyone is in agreement and satisfied. The reason why we're growing so quickly and we're kind of everywhere this year is because I'm allowing them be creative.
You're actually everywhere this year.
Yes, I'm allowing them do their thing. And we've not even started. This year is my bull run, but bull run never starts. Just wait.
But the crypto bull run, not the roundup.
Just wait.
Okay, so what do you think, what would you say is your strategy for growing on social media?
I know you have to ask the content strategist. Me, I don't get strategy. I just post anything where I like. If I wear nice shoe, I wear 2 leg. I post them.
So because I think like I said, I don't get to consume a lot of content. So I pick the people I consume their content, right? So I saw you move from, oh, this watch can do this, to this phone is this, to this AI tool can help you do this.
Yes.
So you do more of AI tools that can help you do this now.
Right.
So for me, I was thinking, is that like a strategy?
Okay, so beyond AI tools, here's what I'm going to tell you that I learned from failing on YouTube for 7 years, right? Is that evergreen content will always be evergreen content, right? All those AI tools I'm sharing or I've been sharing, hundreds of them, somebody who sees that video 5 years from now, it will still be useful to them because they went looking for it.
True.
Do you understand?
True.
If all I'm doing is reviewing smartphones, what phone is this? Samsung 55? 51, fantastic. If I review this A51 and I make a world record video, beautiful, right? The video is perfectly produced. That video has a shelf life. The A51 is only hot for a while.
Yeah.
After that time, it's no longer important. Maybe 3 years after the fact, some people want to buy it used. They'll check the video again, but it will be trickle numbers, right? That video, no matter how much I spent making it, it goes away. Do you get?
Yeah.
But if I made a video about how to avoid your Samsung screen getting lines like this. That is an evergreen video. That's a video people are always going to constantly need because these screens are fragile.
Always happen.
They're smartphone. So instead of talking about gadgets and flexing on people, which is what I kind of was doing before,
Yeah, true.
I switched over to helping people solve problems. Solve problems. If you can solve problems consistently every day, even if they don't find your content useful now, they will follow you because someday you will post something that they will need. Do you understand?
Do you know the funny thing? The day I wanted to get a dollar account,
Right.
here's what I searched on TikTok. How to receive money in Nigeria, dollar in Nigeria. Then in the front, I just added Kean.
Kean. And you probably see 4 or 5 videos
Yes.
that I've done on the topic. That's just how it is.
Even the day I was looking for, I bought.
And you're not the only one
course.
who does that. Here's the best part. If you didn't put Kean, I would have still popped up.
True. The day I bought I bought your Upwork course, the one you sold for 500 naira.
Do you still have that course, please?
I do.
You have the videos?
Tuduli. I didn't download them. They're on Tuduli.
Oh my God, Tituli went down. I think they were hacked or something. So people need that video, but I don't have access to it. My home server crashed. So all those videos from when I started TikTok, I don't have them anymore.
Right.
And I really wanted to put it out to people, just let them have it. Because I think that video really helped people. I saw somebody who watched that video, pay 500 naira for it, and as at last year, I'd made like $20,000 on Upwork. And he thanks me every month on my Twitter. That kind of stuff warms my heart. It's like, I gave you the OT, you took it, expanded on it.
That video really helps. I bought it. I was like,
That was back when I was out on
Even
Upwork.
though I
I don't think I
before.
have an Upwork account anymore. I've not opened that website in.
Do you have the time again?
Yeah, I don't. I don't. But Upwork kind of changed my life in the digital space. Because first off, throughout the years when I was working and this video thing wasn't making sense, Upwork kept me alive financially. Upwork connected me to the United Nations. That's why I got to work with UNICEF. I went to, was it Ode Kitty? And, I was filming these children in the school that didn't have water and all these things. It was such an emotional thing, but Upwork did a lot for me. And I will never forget, Upwork is how I met Hollywood actors that I worked with.
Hollywood?
Yes, Hollywood.
On Upwork?
Yes, I was editing their, they have to do casting calls, like when they ask you to is it interview they call it for a role?
Cast.
Yes, casting. Yes, so you have to do like a video reading lines
Audition.
and stuff. Audition for a role, right? So I would help them, edit the script if they need callbacks and reactionary.
You were editing
I'll help them,
scripts.
so that it could fit their style.
What can't you do? You can't read lines.
It's kind of it's kind of my space though. And I told you I spent 15 years learning as much as I can in all the departments of this. So lighting, I paid money to learn how to light properly. I paid money to learn how to sound engineer. I paid money to, you understand? So
I want to go back, and that was why I wanted to start from the background where it started, because the mindset to even want to be more. We live in in a country where a lot of people don't think they can be anything.
Okay.
Right? Because I used to live in the north. Right? I live in a place where which car will I mention? I think a Range Rover is like what, the peak?
the IS.
Is there a Range Rover? So I grew up in a place where a Range Rover coming in, everybody knows who owns it, right? So I had to move out and come to Lagos because I know I needed more things, right? Yes. I wanted more. Yes. So I wanted to know what made you think you can even be more.
Okay. My defining moment was probably my car accident. I had an accident in 2009, 2010. I broke my shoulder. Now, before breaking my shoulder, I was a young, vibrant man who had a basketball scholarship. My entire dream in life was to go and play basketball at Mankato State University. Everything was set. Then I had an accident, broke my shoulder, could not play the same way anymore. So that was pretty much the end of basketball for me. But here's the problem, basketball was the only talent I had. So I was never good at anything else. But one thing I knew was there's nothing you put your mind to that you cannot learn. So immediately after that accident, I recovered. I saw that basketball is not going to work again. I just became a serial learner. Oh, somebody is doing a tutorial on how to make badminton rackets. I'll be there. Somebody is doing a cooking. I'll be there. As long as the knowledge is there and it's not too expensive, I can afford to pay, or it's free, I can enter. you will pick knowledge from everything. So I just kept on learning and learning and learning. It didn't matter if it's related to what I was doing now or not. I collected all that knowledge. And you know the funniest thing? Later in life, when I needed to blow up in an area, that knowledge is what blew me up. Because on that TikTok that you said you met me when I was at 4K,
yeah.
what moved me from that 4K to 200,000 followers was basically making videos like how I bought a 350,000 naira laptop for 35K on eBay.
Yeah,
Do you remember that?
I remember those videos, yeah.
I learned that from somewhere. I don't even know where. I learned it, I implemented it, I turned it into a business. Started importing stuff and reselling. And then I taught people that information for free. You understand? And so much more. I learned how to get MTN to pay you to use their iNet Flex. From that time. You basically buy it, they'll give you free data, then they'll be paying you money. And then you still sell it and collect your money back. I learned that. You understand? I taught people, that was my first 1 million views on TikTok. So like that. All the information I gathered from just learning serially, I gave it to people. And I've been putting this thing on YouTube, nobody watched. And then I came and I put it on TikTok and the young audience was like, where have you been all our lives?
Twin.
And, and they just, you know, they just ran with it and it worked. Loved it, absolutely.
Then you just double down on it.
Double down, man. So all the knowledge, all the information, everything you learned. This is why it seems like every video I make is a tool, a website, a this, a that. Just help people, man. And they will love you for it.
Your content team now understands that because
yes, they do.
They do everything in line
with my. They are trying to shift things a bit this year because obviously they tell me that it's me that thinks I'm a tech content creator, that people actually like my personality better.
Actually.
Yes, so
that's true.
I'm probably a tech and lifestyle content creator and I need to lean into that more. And that's kind of what I'm doing this year. Showing people more of behind the scenes of how I live my life. Because apparently it's interesting. I'm the one that doesn't think that I'm interesting.
So you're doing that on YouTube, not on...
I'm doing it everywhere. I posted my 2 legs of shoe yesterday on Instagram. Yes,
I think
I'm doing it everywhere. Lifestyle, my brother. I want every. We went live on Instagram while driving.
Oh,
yes, we were driving. We were traveling, and then we were live and just chilling.
Was the one with Okpeyemi?
No, it was me, Oyibo Rave, Charles. We were just live in the car.
Okay, I think I saw you were
early in the morning. Yes, early in the morning. Then in the evening, Okpeyemi.
And somebody asked me when I posted it on my my WhatsApp that I was going to interview you today. And somebody said I should ask you one question. I should ask Okpeyemi. Okay. That food that Okpeyemi cooked, was it sweet?
So find out the answer to that on YouTube next week.
Okay, you're dropping a content.
Yes,
good.
So I brought him to cook for me because you cannot be going around to people's restaurants and
exactly. That is why they said I should ask you.
Cannot cook. Sweet. So find out on YouTube. There's
going to be a YouTube video about that. So, I mean, you've gathered all of this, right?
All of what though? We're in a rented apartment.
No. It's for those that just watch your content. I see beyond your content.
Where did you see it?
If I actually start saying, I mean, I've been with you from before TikTok.
Trenches, Abi?
Yes, that's what I want to call trenches. I mean, the internet. Not like you were not rich at the time, but then the internet. And if you watch the video, my entry video to the Xmas giveaway, I said I was speaking to a billionaire.
I mean, I think that one is public knowledge already.
Is it?
Everybody knows. Oh. You think they don't know?
I mean, some people.
No, anybody who you know says or maybe laughs at it or thinks it's a lie or anything, it's probably just somebody that doesn't like me, which is fine.
I saw the Tundra, the truck.
Oh, my truck downstairs.
Yeah. So,
that doesn't mean I'm a billionaire. It's just a car. People buy liabilities all the time. A car is not an asset.
Maybe I see more than people see. So I just look at what you're not showing me.
So how will you see what I'm not showing you if I'm not showing you?
Okay. How do I start explaining? Some of the videos you make in your apartment.
Oh, it's okay.
Do you know?
Like go to the gym and drop a phone, or.
Do you know that one time I tried tracing where you live?
It's not that hard. My address is public knowledge.
Is it?
It is.
Maybe let me know.
My house doesn't have a house number. It has my name.
Oh, okay.
The street has my name.
Because I have somebody that lives in.
It's not difficult to know where I stay. The problem is, will you be able to enter? That's the only slight issue.
Maybe it's because I've not visited you. If I'm at the gates, you will let me enter.
Okay, I've heard. Okay. All the best.
When I bang the so it's two things. You either arrest me or you let me enter.
You bang the gate, nobody will hear you. The house is far from the
No.
So we won't hear you. You
Then
just
I'll
be
wait
making
for
noise.
you. I'll wait for you to come out.
Oh yeah, now. Oh yeah, now.
Okay, so Kagantech, what do you plan on doing going forward?
It's pretty much more of what I've been doing, but also more of what they tell me to do. Because like I said, I don't do anything at Kagantech. I'm just the face.
You just let them direct
They tell
you,
me
man.
what to do. Literally everything I do, they tell me, oh, you have to do this today. Tomorrow you must do this. Make sure you do this. I say, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. And I do it. I'm also an employee, in case that is not obvious.
Nice.
So yeah, it's just that I'm the employee that manages everybody else. So I'm like the people manager.
HR.
We have HR.
Okay.
But somebody has to manage HR too.
Okay, so you're the
So
person
that's
that
kind of my
manage.
guy. Yes, that's my vibe. That's my job.
Okay, makes sense. So now the content space is expensive. The content
it?
creation,
Is
yeah,
it?
it is.
If
You have
you
to
say
buy some of those things you review now.
It's not necessary.
Okay. Walk us
Some of
through
those
it.
things I review. Give me an example. Like the DJI.
The DJI, I mean, let me not talk about now.
Right.
You can afford a lot of the things you're reviewing
Right.
now. So let's go back to maybe when you started. Let's assume you couldn't afford it, right?
Right.
The mechanical keyboard you were buying for $200, the smartwatches.
Right.
I'm just
The AirBods.
The
all these
AirBods,
things.
yeah, those were the things.
Right,
we
right,
were-
right. So even back then, I didn't buy everything. I bought a lot, but I didn't buy everything. So the things that I had to buy were like maybe camera equipment that we were using to actually shoot and things for my studio. But the actual tech came for free. Brands will give you almost anything.
That's because you're grown already.
No, I wasn't grown then. I was small. They
So
will
how
offer you.
so
They
how-
just won't pay you to do the videos.
So you return
then
it after?
No, you have to be smart. So I'll teach you this. I don't
Okay.
know if this still works, right? I cannot guarantee that it still works. But there was times in the past when I used to make upwards of $19,000 a month from my YouTube channel, even though my YouTube wasn't big. Like I wasn't making that money from AdSense, I was making it from Amazon affiliates, right?
Okay.
So I'll make a video about a product that's fairly unknown, right? And then in the first line, I'll say you can buy this product and then I'll put the Amazon link. Here's the trick with Amazon affiliates, and this is why it's better than any affiliate thing you want to do in Nigeria. If you click that link, whether or not you buy that earbuds, anything you buy, I get a kickback. Somewhere between 5% and 10%.
Well, if you click it,
Let me paint the picture for you.
Okay.
Okay, so I make a video about this universal remote control for controlling everything in your house, right? I've done the research and I know that people need this and people are searching for this, but nobody's talking about it because it's a small product that's not popular, right? But I know people will search it. I know at least 5,000 people will try to search this.
Search it, yeah.
When they come, they're going to click the link and go to Amazon through it. Fine. Maybe 10% of those people will buy immediately because they have the money ready, right? But people have short attention spans. So they might go to Amazon because of this remote, but they forget. They might even add it to cart. Then Charles will remember that his wife, Vanessa, wants a new Ford, or she needs a new lawnmower,
yeah.
or she needs this and that is going into the thousands of dollars, and then you buy that instead. I still get my 10%. So everything you're buying for the next 48 hours, when you go in through my link, 48 hours, I get my money. So that was the trick. And that was
means
what I
you
was
can-
doing.
You can leave the site and come back and
And
it
buy it
still
later in
counts.
the day, it still counts. Yes, I get my money.
Does it still work?
That's why I said I don't know.
don't know, okay.
But back then it was working. And that was why, even though I wasn't getting so many views, I was posting every day. Because the more you post, the more entries there are to your channel and then to your Amazon page or whatever, storefront, and so on and so forth. So I kept on posting about obscure products that seemed like this guy is not smart. This guy is penny wise and pound foolish. But that entire time, there were people who were jealous of me that I was making 19,000 and they were only making $50. So you see this life from the same thing that I taught them. Because I had a strategy, they tried to copy the strategy, but it couldn't go all in. And they were mad at me because it seemed like there's something I'm not telling them. But I told you everything. The only difference is I've been doing this longer than you and I'm smarter than you. So you see,
So
there are so many ways you can make money without.
let's delve into us there a little bit, because this is, to be honest, this is information a lot of persons don't have.
Yes, of course.
You see people struggle trying to be content creators.
Yes, and make AdSense
And
money. And they'll be
looking
collecting
for
$20 a month.
Funny how I am monetized on YouTube.
Yeah.
Right? But I have not withdrawn a single dollar.
Wow. Why?
I've been monetized for over a year.
Why?
I just don't think it's up to what I want yet.
So you're stacking it up?
Yeah, just
Okay.
be there. Because I mean, I watched Koti
stacked up at 50,000.
Okay.
So though she didn't say it, well,
You saw it.
like I said, I watch what you're not showing.
Oh, okay.
So
That's great.
so
That's great.
I was just stacking up, but then I thought to myself, I mean, I can actually do more without AdSense. AdSense is like the cheapest way to make money on YouTube.
I don't agree. It depends on your kind of content. There are people who are cashing out tens of thousands of dollars every single month on YouTube.
I mean, when you're doing stuff like this now,
Yeah.
right? You don't necessarily, you make one video and that video keeps paying you, provided anybody uses your link, right? But AdSense, once the video stops getting views,
your video can stop getting views with this my own too now that I said. I don't do this anymore, by the way. This was back then.
Okay.
So I'm saying the video too can stop getting views.
What do you think are other ways content creators can make money without depending on...
The first and most important thing, have job. Don't just wake up and say you want to be content creator and start lying to us that you have money. That we all know you're all broke. Calm down, okay? Have a job. That's the most important thing.
What? You had to look at them.
Yes, I had to say it because I don't like dishonest people, and people lie a lot on the internet to young people. Something like TikTok now. TikTokers want you to believe they're making so much money. Would you like to see how much I've made on TikTok since I started TikTok? I've never touched it.
Let me see.
Okay. Where's my iPhone? I think I have an iPhone. Please. Thank you. I'm going to open it in front of you so that it's not like I'm whining you. I don't even know how to withdraw on TikTok. I've never tried. So let me show you. I think it's here. Balance. Yes.
So this is an international TikTok?
No, it's my Nigerian TikTok. I don't do those types of things. So I'm in Nigeria. I open Nigerian TikTok.
And then you've not made money then?
Everything is like 17,000 naira. I want you to see it. I don't know what's wrong with the Wi-Fi. I want you to see it. Oh, okay. It's even more. It's 29,488 naira. That's how much I've made in almost 4 years of TikTok. K plus.
600K plus.
29K. And TikTokers want you to believe they're making a lot of money and stuff. I understand that you can go live and they can gift you big money, which is fine. But is it everybody who wants to be going live every day? Is it everybody that goes live that gets popular? Do you understand? Those people are like the outliers. They're the 1% of the 1%. Do you know how many accounts are on TikTok? Do you know how many people are posting content on TikTok? Some people will go viral once, you never see them again. Is that what you want to base your entire income strategy on? Makes no sense. Even if you want to become a big content creator and you have dreams, okay, cool. Be doing it for a few years, but make sure you have something. This is why I would never agree with somebody telling people to drop out of school and face content creation or go and be dancing on TikTok. Finish school first. Do you understand? Have the BSc, have the license to try and fail. So that if you fail, you can always come back to that, thing in future if it doesn't work out. Not everybody is going to get lucky like I did or like any other person did. You are not that special. You have to remember. Even me, I'm not that special. I just got lucky.
I wanted to ask you that question. What do you think is your unfair advantage?
I have a lot of unfair advantages. I think the first and most obvious one now is my finances. I can afford to be unreasonable. I can afford to...
But you are still reasonable though.
Yeah, I can afford to... Sometimes I'm unreasonable. I can afford to, do a proposal and spend more than I'm being paid for the video. Just because it's going to go and everybody's going to scream about it for a while. And then other monies will come in because of that. It's a gamble, but I can afford to do that, right? I can afford to go above and beyond. I can afford to carry the entire team on a trip and spend, even though we're not making any money from the trip. I can afford to do that because it doesn't... That's probably my biggest unfair advantage because my people are happy. And it's very difficult to keep people happy. So many people happy. Yeah. Aside that, I would say maybe the knowledge that I've gathered in all areas over the years is another like really, really unfair advantage. And then I think also I know how to sensationalize things, right? Another unfair advantage is I am a very good teacher. Okay. Right? So you can take a complex idea, further maths, physics, quantum physics. Then you give it to me and you say, okay, this is a really young person and this is a really old woman. They don't understand this. You need to make them understand it. I will sit down, figure it out, break it down. Then I will relate it to them in a way that they will understand and they will be able to go to the family group chat and explain it to the people there. Oh. Yes. So that's kind of what I did with the crypto thing.
Okay.
With the crypto trading thing, and I started the Telegram. Most people take money from people to teach them and stuff. I didn't do that. I just brought a bunch of my people and then I started layman terms. And then anytime I share the video from somebody else, they'll tell me, no, we don't like this one. Help us to say it in your voice. Do you understand? Because when I use my voice, they understand me. So that's another unfair advantage. I can keep listing. I have so many unfair advantages.
Let's get back to where you were telling content creators or beginners.
By the way, just let me chip in on the unfair advantages bit. For girls, if your unfair advantage is your big breast, use it well. Don't let anybody tell you that it's inappropriate to go on TikTok and shake bum bum. Please shake it. If it's going to bring the money, please shake it very well. There might be consequences later. I will not say there's no consequences, but if that's your unfair advantage, you have very, very strong breast, use it. Okay? Use it very well.
I don't know if I should censor that.
You're welcome.
Probably leave it there.
Please, use your unfair. You're a pretty girl. Men like you because you're pretty. Let them press money. They should press money. Yes. Fine guy advantage exists, man. Don't dolo. Your video person is laughing, but it's the truth. It's the truth.
It's actually the truth.
It's the truth.
It's actually the truth. Sometimes, I mean, there are some creators, you look at them and you can't see any other thing past their body.
That's okay.
That's
I would never judge anybody for using what their unfair advantage is. Use it well.
But then you're still telling them that there is consequences.
Of course, there's consequences. I would like to tell you that there's no. I will not lie to you. You cannot beat me. I'll tell you the truth. But just be careful.
Okay, you were listing things content creators should do to make money, and you said first find a job.
They need to get a job. Another thing I noticed with a lot of content creators is they don't understand the value that they bring. Even I, at the beginning, didn't understand the value that I brought. It's just that I was a very good business person, so I was smarter than most people. Most content creators don't know how to negotiate. They are too hungry, right? I'll give you a fine example. I was supposed to sign a deal with a brand yesterday for several millions, right? Cool. And, okay, you call me on the phone, you're representing the brand, you know, and you're like, oh, you send me the contract on WhatsApp so I can download it, sign it, and send it back. You send me the contract, I see the contract. There is no date. There is no amount that we agreed. There is no amount of work I need to do. It's like everything is XXXXX. And you're just like, I should sign it, you fill it later. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Because we've agreed a certain amount and it's such a huge amount of money, the guy wanted to flex on me and he told me that, I don't want to mention names, but all your other colleagues have signed. And I'm like, hey, they're hungry, that's why.
What's that? What's that?
They are hungry, they need the money. They have to use the money to pay bills. That's why. Me, I will ask you questions, you will answer them. When I'm comfortable, I will sign. And I told him, take the contract back, put the numbers we agreed, then I will sign. Because I cannot give you a contract and then we agreed, boya 5 naira. Then you go and tell the brand 10 naira. Then you pay me 5 naira. And then they will think they paid me 10 naira. Do you understand? I'm not doing that with you. I'm a content creator, I get it. You're paying me money, I get it. But you will respect my craft. A lot of content creators don't know how to do that. They just say, hey, 2 million, 5 million, hey, wow. You know, it's money that's changing their life.
I saw
it matters a lot to them. So
there's this tech content creator friend of mine.
Okay.
He's big on Instagram.
Okay.
You know him.
Okay.
But I'm not going to mention his name. So
that's great.
He said a brand reached out to him and was offering him $40.
It's very possible. It's still money.
A review. No, for somebody that has over 200,000 followers.
It's possible. It's not impossible. Brands will reach out to you and offer you nothing. They'll say they are giving you the product. That's not hard. It's not new.
So is there something they need to do different? Can you like
that would adjust their situation and stuff? I guess it's just your branding. Also, somebody said something to me yesterday on a podcast that I reject a lot of jobs. Like I'm too difficult to reach. Do you understand? And to add to that, the popular opinion about me in the industry is that I'm too expensive. Like, don't bother calling him if you don't. Do you understand? And I like it like that. Because obviously, before you come to me, you think about it well.
We have a lot in common.
You think about
I'm honest,
well.
we have a lot in common.
You think about it well before you decide, okay, Kean is the guy we want to reach out to. Because if you reach out to Kean, you go collect. If you know, come correct. You understand?
You come clean.
Come correct before we can work together. And I think, again, for a lot of content creators, this is something they need to learn. You have to have self-respect. But you will never have self-respect if you don't have a job that is feeding you already. If these monies that are coming once every 3 months is what you're using to feed, of course you will act like a slave every time there's an opportunity. You don't want to lose the bag. But if there's food at home and there's money at home and you're happy, you're not going to be slaving for money that is beneath you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You do it because you love it, for the love of it. This lady yesterday was telling me that, she has come to me sometimes with several millions and I'll say no. And she'll come and say, this brand has only 500K, and I'll say yes. Like, how do I determine? I say, it's very simple. It's the work that the brand is doing. If it's a brand that's helping people, maybe with tech education, trying to help students, trying to do this, trying to do that, I will do that video for free anyway. So if you're giving me money, it's just an added bonus. It's an incentive. Do you get? So there's no reason why I should even need to charge you money for that. But if it's like a fintech or something that I know that they're obviously trying to use people to make money, and I'll tell you this is my bill and I'll negotiate it, are you mad? I will stop replying. Like, I don't have time for this. I have never made a video with a bank. You might not notice. But banks are constantly doing new products and things and that and that. Yeah. And you think, the Nigerian content creator is the guy that they will always come to. I'll tell you a secret. They always come to me first. The only reason they go to all these other people is because I reject them. So the reason a lot of people are eating is because the food fell off my table. I pushed it off. That's the truth.
Oh, God.
That is the truth.
Say that again.
The reason a lot of people are eating is because the food fell off my table. I pushed it off. That's the truth.
They're eating the crumbs.
No, it's not crumbs though. It's the full meal. It's the full meal. Okay. I didn't want it. Do you understand? It's beneath me. And I always let the brands know that. I don't care if you are the biggest bank in Nigeria. I don't care. I will tell you, you cannot. Because to be honest, who even wants to be working with all these big establishment companies anyway? Like, is it? I don't. What's the advantage?
I thought that's like a dream.
No, not for me.
No, like for most people.
Maybe for most people, not for me. Not for me because I already know that there's probably only 2 good banks in Nigeria anyway. If you're not one of the 2, I'm not excited to work with you.
The one you bank with?
Yes.
Okay.
That's 1 out of the 2. And there's probably only 2 of them that I like, that are good, that I can depend on. So you're not already one of the ones I like, and I can't even trust you to begin with. So I'm not excited to do the job. So why should I do it anyway?
Let me get it clear. The one you bank with, that's the one you sent money. You send the giveaway money from?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I don't have an account with them, so
you should get an account. That's probably one of the only banks that are still banking. A bank that you walk in and you feel like you left Nigeria.
So why have you not worked with them? Maybe like
I did a video for them for free. Okay. One time, I made them very popular, and everybody went and got their cards and stuff. So they passed like that. I didn't need their money. I just did the video.
I mean, would you say you're proud?
I am extremely proud. I earned it.
Oh.
I earned it. I worked hard for it. I worked hard for the right to be able to say the things that I say. It doesn't come for free. You can't be poor and be arrogant. It doesn't work. You can't.
A lot of sheets.
But you can't now. If you are poor and you're wearing tattered clothes and they are feeding you and they are slapping your head around, will you come and be doing? Are you mad? I know that I'm not owing anybody money, so I can talk.
But you're owing your landlord.
You've not paid that's a different thing. 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 That's a different thing.
I mean, I didn't expect...
Yeah, lost of for words, Abby. Short of words.
To be honest. But then I like the fact, like when you were speaking, I said we have a lot in common.
Right.
Because I do videography on the side. I cover events and all of that. And every time a client reach out to me, after we finish negotiating, they will pay. But then they will always say,
somebody cheaper.
You're too expensive. There's somebody... But they will always
come your money back.
They always come. The funny thing is...
I can do fast refund. I have access to the account. I will press the Face ID. I will press the refund. Be going.
I have actually done a lot of refunds in my...
Be going.
Because I was able to fix... The crypto was paying by the side. So... Videography, I could select who I work with and who I don't work with.
Protect your peace of mind at all times. It's the most important thing. I will always say it 1,001 times.
So there's this thing one time, was it last year? With another content creator on Twitter.
Okay.
Do you remember?
I don't. Remind me.
There was a back and forth between you and Fisayo.
Oh, that was not Twitter. I think it was Threads.
Oh, yeah, Threads, yes.
Threads. I recall.
What was that?
Nothing. It was just an opportunity to set the record straight. I was waiting for that moment for so many years. I was hungry for it. So it came and I just took advantage. It was nothing. It's over now, by the way. It's fine. Once I've said my piece, it's done.
Why do you think there was a need to
say
local
it's
trade? Yeah.
Okay, so for many years there's been like a lot of background underground disrespect that I'm very fully aware of. I know somebody in the tech content creation space who, the minute you meet her, the first thing she talks about is me, but she has never had a conversation with me before. She doesn't know me. So what's the problem? Do you have a crush? The first thing she talks about is me. Like, you meet her now as director. Hi, I love your content, blah blah blah. Oh, I know you. You know Kegan. You like him. Let me give you the update and tell you everything about why we don't like him. That's all she does with her life. Think about that for a second. Do you see how weird that is? Exactly. For somebody like that, she doesn't realize that she has a problem. And that's a thing that you were perpetrating for several years. And I had to, like, I'll pick up my phone and I'll call you and I'll say, guy, this is what I heard. Is this true? Do you have a problem with me? Right? Like a man, I'll call you like, Kilo Shele, talk to me. You know, if you talk, you dey stammer. But behind my back, you're backbiting, you're doing all sorts. It's so weird, you know? But I couldn't come public because it would have been petty. So the minute somebody gave me a chance to speak on it, I spoke. And once I spoke, it was done.
There was still another one.
Oh, really?
Somebody you tried to help.
We can say it now. Ajibola Godwin. Oh, yes. He was arrested. He stole.
Yeah.
But I think when I blew up on TikTok,
he's a thief.
Well, but he did. He admitted it in his own videos too now. Then somebody reached out to me and said they wanted to give me a gift, that they wanted to thank him for, like a mutual friend, because we are all friends on TikTok. At least that's what I thought. Then I just hit up Ajibola, how far? I want to send you something. Send me your delivery address. He sent it, and then I said, do you have his phone number? Had his phone number and just delivered the package to him. And I moved on with my life. I was driving when I did this. I know I'm not supposed to be using my phone while I'm driving, by the way, but I was driving when I did this. To show you how inconsequential it was to me. I just helped somebody get information and I shared and I moved on. Only for me to hear a few days later that he was in jail. Now, I felt bad because clearly I didn't know he was a thief. If I had known that he was a thief, I would just mind my business. Do you get?
Yeah.
I didn't know. But now I find out that, okay, this person is a thief and they arrested him because I helped them get his address. I wasn't even angry with the person that lied to me. I'm just like, okay, that one was desperate. He wanted his money. You understand?
Because if he had told you, you wouldn't
have.
Yes,
I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
So I find out that, okay, he stole 1.2 million naira, whatever, and they are saying that he must pay 1/4 of the amount if he wants to go home. Otherwise, they will remand him to prison until that money comes out. His family had come, they didn't have the money. His mother has begged, his uncle has begged, his father has begged. Nothing was coming out. So, okay, I will pay.
Oh, you paid?
Yes, on that day, so he doesn't go to jail.
So what?
Calm down. I paid. And then I took the phone and I called this person. I said, give the phone to Ajibola. And I told Ajibola, all I've ever done is help you. I will pay school fees. I will send this. I will do that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
As a big brother, that's what I thought I was doing. And I had told you that if you finish from school...
Oh, you paid school fees?
I paid school fees twice,
Bruh.
Ajibola. I told you that when you finish, after you're done with all your whatever, right? You can come do your NYSC with me, and you can work for me. Do you understand? Do you get? This is just gesture of goodwill.
You did so
somebody
much.
I didn't know. I fed his entire village one weekend. That I bought all the bread that they brought into the village, and I said he should be sharing it. That time he was making videos with bread background.
Yes.
Right. I said, all the bread, how much do you sell in 2 days or 3 days or whatever? And I sent the money. And I said, when people come, just give them the bread and tell them Kegan says hello. He went live for several hours giving free bread to people. Later, we hear that that shop that I was paying to give bread to people, that he sold everything inside and he stole the money and he ran away.
The same Ajibola?
The same guy is a serial thief. Like, if you check my email and you search Ajibola as a keyword, you see like 15 people that he's owing money, that he's paying small, or that he's running away from, or that are trying to look for him with police. You understand? Yeah. So I pick up the phone after paying these guys this thing, and I told him, I've done my best for you. Going forward, pretend as if I died. That's what I said. I said, don't tell anyone anything about me again. Don't say my name, even for positive or negative things. Just pretend we never met, because I don't want you to tarnish my good name. And I moved on with my life after that. Until recently, when he started making videos trying to insult me and insinuate that.
Yeah.
He said I told him not to work with a brand, and then I later went to go and make a video with that brand. He genuinely thinks we're competing. That one. I'm dying. Person where they try to protect. You know when you're trying to protect a goat from being eaten by a crocodile, and then the goat insists that it wants to be crocodile food. Like, the brand in question was not the real brand. That's all I was trying to tell him. Like, you know when maybe Nike contacts you and the email is nike.gmail.com. Do you understand? Yeah. That's not Nike. That's somebody fronting to be Nike. And they're just going to use you. And deep. I try to explain this in English, but not everybody understands simple English. Then I did a video with the actual brand later on. Oh. The real brand that I told him to wait for because they will come. Because the manager of this brand, the agency that's managing creators for them, is in my WhatsApp. If they're going to text you, I would know.
No.
They will come and ask me, oh, this guy, is he your friend, blah, blah, blah. Can you give us his contact? Then I will give it. And they will reach out to you. Or if they find your contact some other way, they will ask me, because she was my friend. They will ask me, is this guy cool? Can we work with him? And I'll say, yes, he's my guy. Go ahead. That kind of thing. Yeah. That's the kind of relationship I had. But you thought that I wanted to take food off your table by telling you not to work with a decoy fake brand and wait for the main thing. And you thought that me doing a video with that brand meant I took the food off your table?
You genuinely think you guys were competing? You genuinely think you guys were competing?
I was in my pool when they told me that Ajibola was in jail. I got out, went into the kitchen, sat down, and then I sent money to have him freed. I will never forget. Up until now, I had the intention of dealing with him for defamation for what he did. But my team just told me it's not necessary. Let it go. You're bigger than this.
Yeah, it's not necessary, to be honest.
It's not necessary because the unfortunate thing is that I'm a very vengeful person. If I actually did something about it, I will not forgive. And I needed the good things I've done for him and all the goodwill that I've put in his life to just stay. Do you understand? Like, I actually set out to do something nice for somebody and I did it. And regardless of how they acted, I didn't do it for their gratitude. I just did it. And I put it out there in the universe. Everybody knows. Now, you saw the comments.
Yeah.
Everybody knows how much I did for Ajibola Godwin.
I was there. I saw it.
But then I was airing some gist that maybe the reason he was angry with me was because he didn't win my first end of the year giveaway. You know, he probably thought he was going to win, but then it was Mr. Embarrassment and like 5 other people. Yeah. So there were rules. Those people followed the rules and they were perfect for the win.
Should I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I didn't enter to that giveaway to win. Right. I knew I was going to win. Not really conflicted. So here's the thing.
And you think me I'm proud?
I knew I was going to
win. You think I'm proud?
No, this is not me being proud, but right. I knew I was going to win. But then it was a matter of, if you watch the video, there was a point where I said, even if I don't get the 1 million,
I should
there are other things I want. Right?
Actually, I considered that. But I thought it was going to be unfair because you deserved it. You said something about an audio interface. I could have found one in the studio and sent to you. You know, I could have sent you mics. I could have sent you. It would have cost me nothing. But I felt like of all the people who genuinely made those videos, it was you and El Ziza that deserved to win. That's why I actually insisted on giving it to you.
This is your cue to enter for a Kean giveaway. Win or no win. I mean,
if I do giveaway, I know they do giveaway again. This year I want color.
The funny thing
because of Ajibola Godwin, I know they do giveaway again. I'm not helping people anymore.
The funny thing is tomorrow you go post giveaway video.
They play.
I promise you.
Oh, yeah,
in fact, I'm going to put this out that Kean is going to do another giveaway. I don't know yet. Maybe the team is already planning it. But I feel in my spirit.
They play.
But I'm going to enter. But here's the thing. I entered in the giveaway in a bit to get you to even see my content.
And I did. I saw it.
Right.
I watched your content. I saw what you were doing. A lot of people believed you didn't deserve it because you already had money.
Yeah, I saw a lot of the comments. Oh, you have this.
No more giveaways. I don't color now.
There's going to be a giveaway, actually. I feel it. I know it.
I believe you.
You know why?
Why?
I kind of think I know your personality, right?
What is my personality?
You don't do things because that is what people are expecting you to do.
Okay.
You do things because that is what you want to do.
Of course, I have free will. God
So
gave me free will.
So you can wake up tomorrow and you feel like, oh, I need to give this thing back to this person. And I mean, when you picked Ajibola to help him, nobody compelled you to.
Nobody did.
You could decide not to do it. There's this thing Eric did with Yugosin,
Yeah.
right, where he gave Yugosin a platform.
Right.
Yugosin is standing now as a content creator.
This is
thanks
true.
to Eric.
This
He
is
started it with this other new girl, Joyce or
Joyce,
something.
yes.
Joyce, yeah.
Joyce, yes.
He's doing it with the girl now. Very soon, the girl becomes something big. I mean, he owes nobody anything. And so same thing with you. You actually owe nobody anything.
This is true.
So you can wake up tomorrow and post another 1 million naira.
Let's see now.
And nobody will.
Now we'll
say
get
anything.
1 million naira. They give away 1 million naira. So let's see.
Okay. If you know get, we can contribute.
Assist me.
We'll start by
Help me.
donating 100 naira.
Help me.
All we need is just 1,000 persons.
Help me.
1,000 persons and we have 1 million for
I'm not
Kegan,
collecting
please.
money from you.
No, please. We don't need, I don't need the money also, please. So
Joe.
before they will now, next tomorrow you will see it on Instablog. Kegan asks his followers to donate
LOL.
1,000.
LOL.
Okay. How do you pick your team?
How do I pick my team?
Yes, how do you
Well,
find
that's
them?
easy. When I see talent, I colonize it.
How?
I'm a colonizer.
How? You pick them online, you see them doing something. How?
Depends. It's random places. Some are in person, some are online, some find me, some I find them. Some I see and I just know. Like I meet them in person, they're doing something else and I just walk up to them and give them my card and I say, call me, I have a job for you. When you see talent, you just know. Like my therapist tells me something. She says, my only talent is growing other people's talent. Do you understand? So I see somebody who could be the best video editor in Nigeria, but right now she doesn't have a laptop. She has never even opened an editing software, but I can see her creativity. And I can see that when I teach her, hey, before I come back, she has made it A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So I buy her MacBook and I just tell her, here's some videos, watch this. I bought this Linda course for you, watch it. You know, and she watches it. And truly, in 3 months, she becomes my chief editor. This happened in real life, by the way. It's not fiction. Like, this is pretty much how I find my
But
stuff.
you used to have a different editor than the one
Yes.
I just met.
Yes. This is Charles, is my personal assistant.
No. I thought the Farouk was
Farouk
the-
is not an editor.
Oh, okay.
Farouk is just our YouTube guy. He just comes up with he's the owner of the YouTube channel for this year. So his goal is to get us to grow on YouTube. Like, cause I don't care about YouTube, I needed somebody who did.
Do you know, and why I ask this question is because I am that YouTube guy also. I monetized my channel in 27 days from zero
Oh wow, mad.
with 2 videos.
That's insane.
Yeah, so
That's
from
insane.
zero,
That's insane.
I don't have like a platform where I used to redirect audience. It was YouTube growth.
itself.
So I looked for a way to, when I saw you giving up on YouTube, doing more of, I looked for a way to say, okay, Kegan,
Let
even if
me-
it's just
let me do your
let
YouTube.
me do this thing. I can, but then
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
we're
know
doing
how
it
to-
now.
Yeah,
We're
so
doing it
you,
now.
You're actually on the right path.
Yeah,
Like,
we're doing it now.
videos coming out today.
We like I said, I just have to see the potential and then I take it from there. So for picking my team, I cannot say it's one thing or the other because I've never seen anybody's CV. I don't think anybody who works for me has ever sent me a CV. I don't know where they used to work. I don't know what they
We
used to
even
do.
have a CV.
I don't care. As long as, you can do the job that you're supposed to be doing properly and I can believe in your vision and you believe in mine and we work and there's synergy and you respect the work. This is one of the reasons why we don't have a call time. In a normal company by now, everybody should be at work, no?
Yeah.
Doing work, but we don't do that. If you want to come to work at 2 p.m. and leave by 2:30, all the best.
Just get the work done.
Don't even come at all. You're just adding noise. Please stay at home. Do you understand? Like we don't care. As long as the work gets done and you're comfortable, you're happy.
Have you ever had to let go of a team
Yes,
member?
one person.
One person.
I have fired one person. Yes, one full staff, one time.
Why? What made you?
I believed that the person did not have the drive and did not imbibe the values of Kagantech. Our core value as a person. What would you say is the most very obvious thing about my videos and my work online?
I want to say community, like the.
No. Forget about everybody else. I'm talking about me. Forget
Okay,
about
you
the
as
views,
a
the
person.
comments. Yes, the work that I put out every day. What would you say is very obvious about it?
The quality?
Okay, aside the quality. Would you say I'm consistent?
Yeah, okay, yes. You're very consistent. Very.
Even if I'm dying, do you think I will still post?
Yes.
Exactly.
Like this morning now, you posted a video already.
Yes, I have.
Even while we are still sitting
Yes,
here.
I have. I have shot 2 more, and I will shoot 2 more today, and I'll post tomorrow, and I'll post every day. If I'm dying in an ICU, a video will go up. If I'm having heart surgery, videos will keep going up. You will not know. Do you understand? I will continue to show up as far as you're concerned. That's like the core message of Kagantech. Show up every day. Even if you're not getting the views, you're not getting... Keep showing up. It's a quality I have to imbibe in my people, and you have to know and you have to have it, right? It's what I believe it's one of the most important things to success, if not the most important thing. Consistency, resilience, right? Sticking with it even if it's working or not. Just continue doing it. I can't have a staff who does not imbibe those values, who every time they need to be consistent or they need to show up, they have an excuse. Oh, my head is aching me. I can't do it. Or my stomach is paining me now. I understand the health is important, but like, why is it always when? Maybe it is that day that you decided to be a lazy piece of shit. That's the day you were supposed to make it in life. Maybe that was supposed to be your first viral video. You don't know that. No, it's the truth. Wait, calm down. Imagine if the day I was supposed to post that MTN iNetflix video, I said, then I don't post it. And then the day I was supposed to post the next one, I don't post it. Would you know me now? Like, would you be here now talking to me like this about this? Exactly. You can't not have the drive to succeed and be working for me. You're going to infect my other stuff. Do you understand? Your bad behavior and it's going to infect them. And I cannot afford to have you, because you don't have vision and you don't have the drive to grow, to now come and destroy the life of other people's children. Their parents know me. They're counting on me to make something out of them. I'll now let you destroy their life, and everybody, all our life will not destroy the company. I will rather just remove you and keep my people that are ready to succeed. I mean, Charles just graduated November last year. He drives a C300 now. Yeah. If I'm lying, you can ask. Call him and ask. No. Call him and ask. He drives a Mercedes now.
How do I apply?
So you see,
my epa is laughing.
How do I apply? It's just like that. He has that drive, and he's willing to learn. He's willing to continue to grow. If he doesn't know something, he comes and he asks, and I put him through. I'm very confident that's not going to take him 2 years. He's going to be living in a house of his own. I know it for a fact. Because if he doesn't build it himself, I will build it and I'll give him the key. That's just what it is. I believe in him, right? I believe in his drive. He's by my side, and he knows that our successes are tied together. So even when I'm trying to be lazy and I'm forgetting what the message is and what the drive is, he will tap me and say, Egbon, get up, let's go and do it. I know you are not feeling well now, but let's get this shit done. If you need help, I will help you do it, but you have to help me get this done.
And by the way, nobody in your team is family related?
I'm not related to anybody. I don't have any siblings.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't see me posting again,
Temi looks like
know that I've started working for Kean.
Temi looks like she's my sibling because we look alike. Me and Reboot TV.
Yes.
We look alike. And I call her my sister because she's the one I've known the longest of everybody. I've known her for so long. Like when I was really young, she used to give me babes. Yeah, so that's how I know her.
What did I just hear?
No, but we're friends, right? We were friends then. But now I'm a boss. And I'm more like an elder brother to her, so we just kind of roll with it. Give me babes. Too many babes now. There's no space. There's no space.
Thank you for this.
You're welcome.
I mean, the idea when coming here was to get a part of Kean that we don't get to see on those 1 minute Instagram reels.
You have hours now.
We have
plenty. You have plenty. And I would be happy to collaborate with you on a few videos that are not revealing too much. Right?
That are not revealing too much.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't post the part where Temi was giving me babes, I'm
not going to make a reel out of it, but it's going to be in the
Yes. So for the reels that are nice, I will collaborate with you. Not a problem.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
My helpers. And again, I say, if you see this handshake now, if you don't see me posting again, just know that I've started working for Kagantech. And
you're a big man. You can't work for me.
I'm not a big man.
It's young men that work for me and women.
Let me say this. Ore, there's a friend of mine, Ore. She always say I'm proud. I've met my mentor. So Ore, if you're watching this.
No, but wait though. You know, pride is a very relative thing. It might seem like pride to you, but it might not to me or to the people around me.
It's not pride, to be honest, because
If it's the truth. I always say something that you never catch me lying to anyone. Because for me to lie to you, I have to be scared of you. Do you understand?
when I off this camera, I'm going to say something, Sha.
Like, I have to be scared of you to lie to you. I don't care who you are. If you ask me, did I do this thing and it hurt you? I'll tell you I did it. Why? And then you say, oh, I can say sorry. But do you understand? I did it. There's nothing you can do about, oh, they know me now. There's nothing you can do about, I did it. Okay, oh, you have what next? What happened now?
What happened now?
Do you get? So it's just what it is. To some people, that is pride. To me, that's just the truth. I will tell you the truth regardless of how you feel about it.
And you also want to hear the truth regardless of
yes,
how you feel.
it might hurt my feelings. It might just tell me the truth. Don't lie. Tell me we're adults. We're not beat each other. I mean, you need your pancreas be black man no now. Just tell me the truth. And my people understand this and they appreciate it, and that's the beauty.
And I do appreciate it.
See how they were making jokes about somebody and man earlier before we started.
Yeah.
That's why we have a good relationship, because everybody is open and honest with each other.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This opportunity.
You're welcome.
And, I believe this year is my year.
Amen.
Because I see it in the future.
Yes, please blow. It's necessary.
From January, I've been very busy.
Yes.
And I mean, all thanks to you.
How?
Because you actually started my January.
Oh, right. This is true. Congratulations again on winning
Thank you very
the
much.
Xmas giveaway.
And immediately you sent the money. I was even already on my way to the market before you sent the money. But like they commented, I saved up to get some stuff. So when the money came in, I was like,
just made it easier, so you just went on.
I got the focus right, I got the wires, I got
Awesome.
started getting things.
Fantastic.
Thank you. I wanted us to do it there,
right.
But the noise we've not.
Yes, I was
gotten
actually gonna put Charles in the car and drive to you. That was the plan.
We've not gotten the
this
sound
morning.
right. So,
but then, as you now said, oh, you'd rather shoot here, and I'm like, okay, fine, let's do it here. Let's come.
And I built. Where's my phone? I did the setup just like yours.
Oh, really?
For the talking heads, because I'm going to produce a lot of talking heads. So the talking heads is just like, let me show you.
Me, I'm moving away from talking head setup now, Sha, because I'm realizing that people see me and then they just swipe. So I'm doing other things now.
Why?
Because they're bored now. They've been seeing it for years.
No,
Can you blame them?
I'm not bored.
That's you, because you're a super fan. Not everybody is a super fan. But to so microphones at the table, you call it a film. Just go. So you don't want people to. Oh, okay.
So that's table and the mic just
on the side. So you don't want them to think of you as old cargo.
By the way, thank you very much for this opportunity. It means a lot to me.
You said that 3 times.
Yes,
You're welcome again.
You don't understand. You don't understand what it means.
Okay.
You don't understand what it means. And not like I've not because just last week I interviewed one of the biggest forex traders in Nigeria, probably Africa, Dr. Willis.
Consider this comment. All this money was spent. Now, wow. That's the proposal video.
I mean, you indirectly told us that you didn't make as much as they paid you for the...
I didn't do that though. I told you that.
Okay.
I didn't do that.
Okay.
You don't know how much it was. Maybe I'll tell you off camera.
Okay. Okay. So thank you very much, guys. This has been a wonderful conversation with me and Kegan. And best bet you're going to be seeing a lot of me. And probably one day I'm going to be in his house because I'm not
Please,
stopping.
you're welcome. I think Charles really likes you. Because for him to have made this happen, he must really like you.
And I like him too.
He must really like you.
So thank you. Do well to subscribe. Help me tell them to subscribe.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. And I guess we will see you on another video that was shot by Director HQ. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.